Oh, I got a new toy. This is a Morisiki SL1. I found this on Facebook Marketplace. I just bought about $500 worth of tooling or tool holders for it. And here it is. It weighs about 5,500 pounds. I got it moved in with a pallet jack. I've just got it sitting on wooden blocks temporarily. I don't know much about CNC lathes at all, so this is going to be a learning experience for me. It's had a centroid conversion done to it, and I've just got temporary power run to it here. So because I have a VFD, or I'm sorry, a phase converter, the first leg, from what I understand, is supposed to be your generated leg. So you've got 3 hot legs with 3-phase, 2 with single phase. So all of the controls are on these 2 legs here. So the third leg is just used for motors, for running pumps and spindle motors and things like that. This one's had a centroid conversion with new servo motors installed and a new spindle motor installed as well. So it's got originally it had a DC motor apparently, and now it's got a AC motor. So somebody's made a conversion for it. And this is the control. I don't know anything about this. I'm still figuring it out. When I first got it, the guy I bought it from said that it had an e-stop error. So every time I fiddled with this, it would actually show up. So you can do, let's see, this, and you can see all of your inputs. So if I do a e-stop, you could see that I think it was this one that turned off, and now you can see that it turned back on. So this gives you all of your PLC inputs and outputs, and they correspond with the lights on the back of this thing here. So after playing with it forever, I finally figured out that the other end of this fiber optic line was broken. Focus. Either way. So whoever had run all of this before had done a nice thing and added one extra, and I ended up swapping it here and in the back of here in order to get everything working. So everything works except this, the turret. If you notice, here is your center line, and this is the tool that it's supposed to be on. And I am 2 inches off of center, 1.5 inches, something like that. So this tool should actually be right at my finger, but it's not. Now I can do a turret index here and move the turret around to different tools. It has 8 stations that it can use, but none of them line up with the spindle. So I have absolutely no idea how to fix this. I've got to figure out how to do that. So that's the next thing I've got to figure out. So if anybody knows anything about Morisikis and how to fix that problem, please let me know, because I am at a loss right now, and I'd love to get turning chips with this thing. But it will run a program. So here's just a test program that was already in the control, and it will graph out exactly what it's going to do, the path that it's going to take, and all of that good stuff. And See, all of this stuff works like it should. I can do all of that. Again, I'm still totally clueless as to how to use this thing. Now, this was going to be my first foray into a CNC lathe, and so far it's been underwhelming. But just to show it running, I've got it on single block here, just so I can slow things down if I need to. So you can see it going back to that position. Here's the G code. It's swapping to tool 1, sort of, even. Spindle turns on. Feed hold. I don't want to get it too close to that chuck. I think we're going to turn it off. There you go. It appears to be working, except for the turret. So again, if anybody can tell me how in the world to fix this turret index issue, I would greatly appreciate it. My understanding is there are sensors somewhere, I'm assuming in behind here, but I can't figure out a way to get this thing off of here or figure that out. So if you look at, let me move this over, this, I thought maybe you'd take this plate off. There are 3 Allen head screws in here. I backed those out, but this appears to go further back, about that far, and these screws don't appear to go, they don't appear to be actually holding this in. They almost look like they're plugs, but there's a larger thread. These only thread in about that much of the screw, but the screw's about that long. And I'm wondering if the larger thread is maybe a different screw that you put in here to push this out in order to get to this. But so far, I have yet to be able to figure that out. This has to do with the tools. I've pulled these out. This has to do with the tooling. I've pulled those out. I've also pulled this and this out. So basically, the way this works, let me grab a key, is when you twist this, it pulls the tool, pulls that T-slot in to actually to pull the tool in against this boss. So I've removed this screw, that screw, and that screw. This comes out when you take this screw out. This screw allows this to come out, and this is just something for the tool to register up to. So the only thing that I can see is right here, but I can't figure out how that comes out. So anybody have any ideas, please let me know. But yep, there's my new toy. Everything looks like it's a good machine, in good shape for the most part. I paid $3,500 for the machine, had to drive 2.5 hours to go pick it up, bring it back home. When I got out there, got it loaded, my head gasket blew. So I was pulling about 7,000 pounds, including my trailer and my truck, actually more than that, home with a blown head gasket, which it worked out pretty good. But I haven't put any coolant in it yet, but the coolant tank is down in here. There's the coolant pump. But everything, like I said, appears to work. Got things for coolant here, which I don't know exactly how to work with yet, but we will figure it out hopefully. Also, this is just a regular chuck, like on a standard lathe, and I believe that you can put a hydraulic chuck on here, but I'm not sure. I've seen them on eBay for about 500 bucks, and I figure I'll start with this one, but I believe it's actually got a setup to pull the chuck in and out for a hydraulic chuck. So you've got keys here, and you've also got a foot pedal here, which actuates something behind this. But again, I'm still sort of clueless on how this thing works. So at some point I'm going to take this off, but I want to get this working first before I dump any more money into this thing, because I've got about $4 grand in it now, and I have yet to turn the first chip. So either way, well, there you go. There's a shop update. I've got a huge mess in here from working on a bunch of projects, but either way, there you go. You guys have a good day.